Hello, Fred Gar here. I want to welcome all the members of the Secret Silver Stacking Society. What you see in front of you are roughly about 23 2016 Britannias. So they got a little bit over a roll. I'm not sure if they come in a roll of 20 or 25. So either I'm short a roll or I have a roll. Here's the queen. We'd love to see the queen. If I can, there we go. We'd love to see the queen. Alrighty. So, not much going on really with me. I only picked up about 5 more of these. So, not stacking as hard as I used to. Money's getting tight. And some family stuff is going on. I think I've talked about that in the last video. So, I'm just trying to hang in there and see what happens. I'm looking for another job for during the week because this one's not going very well, unfortunately. You know, sometimes these things take time. Weird thing about these ones, though, I think I've seen some with different borders. So this may be the regular style versus the other style that comes out, that they put out. But anyways, my point being is, I'm just trying to hang in there right now. Still on crisis mode, I guess, with the family member, but we're just trying to do the best we can to hang in there. And I think during these times, a lot of people have troubles, with this corona stuff, and people being out of work, people not being able to pay rent. So, a lot of scary things happening right now. And, rumors of, hey, these landlords that have these mortgages, they may be filing for foreclosure instead of paying the mortgage that they were using the tenant rental income for. The rental income was by the tenant, that was paid by the tenant, was paying off the mortgage. So now that they're not getting that income, they got to pay out of pocket to pay the mortgage, to pay for any damages or repairs possibly. So I think that's why a lot of people are saying, hey, there's going to be a wave of foreclosures like in 2008. But this time it's going to be landlords who possibly will be filing for foreclosure. Now, the problem is, too, when you think of real estate, like an apartment complex compared to a small multi-family compared to a single family residence. If you have some single families, you think about this, the cash flow is only really coming from one source. You know what I mean? It's not more than one door. It's one door. So if you have a rental that's just a one regular single family 3-bedroom home, you're only getting that one door's worth of rent. Now if you have let's say a duplex or a triplex or a quadplex or quad unit property, you have 2 to 3 different doors. So it hurts still because you don't have as many tenants as an apartment complex, but at least you have some of your tenants possibly paying rent. Now apartment complexes, and this is what I'm hearing, by the way, from other real estate investors, apartment complexes right now are doing okay in some regard because some people are still paying rent. So you know, the more doors you have, the more income you're gonna have. And what I mean by doors is more units that you're renting out. So right now, single family investors, people that only have one house, may be hurting pretty bad, especially if they only have one house and that's it in their portfolio, or a few homes and that's it in their portfolio, and they were relying on one renter to pay the mortgage instead of having more than one renter pay the mortgage. So it's going to be tough for a lot of landlords that have played that game. Now, some people play the game of buying residential, just regular residential single family homes. And there's a lot of people that was saying, I'll never get in a multifamily, that's too much, too many headaches, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, you look at this chaotic time we're living in right now. Had they would have bought a multifamily, that's something that's 2 to 4 units, they would have been able to hedge themselves possibly a little bit better because they have more tenants paying off the mortgage, not just one tenant, but they have 2 to 4 tenants paying off the mortgage. And if one is out of a duplex, that's with 2 tenants. If one is out of a duplex, then at least maybe you'll have one that is paying your mortgage. I think apartment complexes right now are standing the test of time because they're still getting, a lot of apartment complex owners are still getting cash flow from the majority of their tenants. And I'll give you a secret golden nugget. Section 8 properties aren't worried either because the Section 8 property has the government paying them their rental income. So with Section 8 or government assisted housing, some people basically get rental assistance. Some people even get it to the point where they don't have to pay any rent at all. They're basically just they get free housing, for whatever qualifications that are there, they get free housing. And I'm not against that. I'm just saying that the government is subsidizing these people's rent. So when the government, as long as the government doesn't fail, if you're somebody that has Section 8 tenants, then you'll continue to get those checks from the government to cover your rental expenses. So the people that would say, oh, I'm only going to have single families, I'm only going to have single family regular residentials, those people could be hurting right now. The same people that said, oh, I'll never do Section 8, if they only have, not very many units, they could be hurting now too, because Section 8, at least you get your government check to pay for your rental, your renter that you have. So just a little breakdown of real estate. I know I may have used some terms that some of you aren't familiar with, and I was just trying to give you a quick rundown because I don't want the video to go on and on and on. I'm trying to make shorter videos now, so that's it. But yeah, like I said, I picked up about 5 Britannias, 2016, I believe, and adding 5 more ounces to the stack. I'm still stacking, not as strong, but I'm still stacking. So I guess this Fred Gar here, and that silver 5150 says only 15 ounces to your name puts you 99% ahead of the game, and I believe 15 ounces makes you a member of the secret silver, stacking society. Okay, it's Fred Gar here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'll try to get back with you next week. Take care. Bye bye.